This podcast may contain views and opinions which are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any local agency, organization, union, employee, or company, including the podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to Off the Clock Shop Talk.
What's up?
Been a little while, George.
It's been a little while, yeah.
I had some requests today for when are you guys dropping a new episode?
Yeah.
It's been a couple weeks.
I think it's been about a month actually.
Hey, be quiet. You gotta be quiet. We're gonna hear you on this thing. Sorry, my kids are here.
Yeah. It's been about a month. With the holidays, and then I know you were traveling a lot, and
Yeah.
I was actually sick. I'm just getting over it now. I couldn't talk for almost 2 weeks.
In between there, I got sick. I got that thing, whatever that was. Like
it was
a
like
cold.
a weird flu.
It was like a weird.
I was more phlegmy than I had a fever.
Extended cold. Yeah.
It's
weird.
Kind of a nightmare.
And then I got the stomach flu thing that was going around.
I'm glad I didn't get that.
You didn't want that. But I mean, that thing gave me a fever like I haven't had in a long time. I had the chills and everything.
Oh, it sucks.
Weird.
Yeah.
It was just weird. They're poisoning us. That's for the episode of Sabas Porras
Off the Rails.
Off the Rails. With Sabas Porras. Yeah.
All these microplastics.
For real. But how you been, George? You hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah. How's the knee?
The knee, not bad. Not 100, but not bad.
Holding up?
Holding up. Until we
Hanging
get
in there?
robot legs, it's got to hold up.
Well, I mean, you can be semi-autonomous, you know? Or, is that how you would say it?
Yeah.
Well, until they do that, I guess we're stuck with these old bones.
These meaty old piece of shit legs.
Although I don't think I'd like to lose them.
It would be nice to feel the ground as you walk on it, but if I can jump 7 feet in the air with robot legs, I'm taking it.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Yeah, if I could throw a pitch like 200
With my
miles
feet?
an hour. Well, I'm referring to robot arms. I assume that they're going to do both.
They're definitely going to do both.
Maybe robot backs.
They have some now that are very they have a lot of dexterity with the fingers. A lot of fingers. The motions are good. It's not obviously not 100% yet, but they have it's connected to this one girl's not her nervous system, but brainwave.
Bionic hands are not science fiction. Sensors allow users to control this prosthetic with their thoughts and can lift more than 75 pounds.
So she commands it with thought.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll put a clip here, or I'll put in the video in the description. But it's a very interesting.
Maybe when they
Because
interface
she doesn't have either one of her arms, so she has both prosthetics, and she uses her brainwaves to move her fingers.
Maybe when they interface that with Neuralink, gonna get that crossed.
Yeah, but then they'll hijack us when they need a.
Yeah, I know. That's the weird thing.
When they need an assassin.
I was thinking about that. They're just hack into your Neuralink, and all of a sudden you're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You're like, I didn't do it.
Some weird fucking Manchurian candidate shit.
Right. So how was Peak there, George?
Peak actually wasn't that bad this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't overly slammed like it had been for the last couple of years. Now, I'm not sure if that's a concern or if just we ran it that smooth this peak. I don't know all
to
the
be
numbers
honest,
yet.
last year I felt like it was really light, at least maybe not for your center, but for some of the centers in the Laguna building, it was really light.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some in Anaheim where guys were running out of work and they were just telling them, just hang out there until your pickups start or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Where they were struggling to get their 8 hours. It didn't seem like there was too much of that this year. It seemed like kind of a happy medium. Some guys still got some overtime. Some, got to have easy peak, quote unquote. I mean, if you talk about it from the guys' perspectives who did the peak 6, 7, 8 years ago, myself and yourself.
Yeah.
When everyone was working 12, 14 hours a day.
I think 12 was the norm. Between 11 and 12 was the norm.
Yeah. I was working like 14. One week, no joke, I did 70 hours or right up 69 hours in 5 days.
Like for the California State DOT, yeah.
In 5 days.
That's so crazy. It's almost two fucking
It was
full work shifts.
Basically 14 hours a day every day. But I didn't have to work Saturday that week.
They're like, you have
figure.
They're like, you have about 4 minutes, so if you come in,
Yeah, exactly.
you can help us load 2 packages on
and
a car.
then you can be a helper. And then I would have got 80 hours.
you can go run packages.
Yeah, no, I was dead. But it seemed like fairly quiet, at least in our building.
Yeah, our building wasn't too
in
bad.
the Anaheim building.
Too bad, yeah.
Like I kind of said on my BA report today that not a lot of discipline, which that kind of is a little bit lax during peak. Usually is.
They're very they turn their head the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, very hesitant to fire somebody.
Yeah.
During peak, and I actually had some issues where I thought some guys were going to be fired, and they were like, "You got a warning letter. Get back to work."
Right? We're short, man. We're short guys. Just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, oh, that was a terminable offense, but if you want to give them a warning letter, by all means.
Yeah.
So it seemed like a quiet one. Honestly, not even too many grievances as far as violations. Company violating a lot of stuff. Seems like they kept the SSDs
in check for the most part. Yeah.
They weren't working crazy hours and seemed pretty.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue
relaxed.
is when the SSDs work more than 8 hours.
Yeah, one of the crazier things that did happen during peak. One of the things that I was going to talk about. I'm not going to use any names or any descriptions of people, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do any of that, but we did have a helper fall out of the car and pass away.
That was a very unfortunate.
Yeah, very
and,
unfortunate.
It was very disheartening, and it was pretty rough.
Yeah. And the scenario, just so we all understand it, driver was in a cul-de-sac making a U-turn.
Yeah.
Had stops on both sides of the street, and I think was kind of telling the helper, hey, we have a stop here and across the street, but he had never planned to stop. And thank God, telematics showed that he never stopped, so it wasn't like the helper had any reason to take off a seatbelt, but some point in there,
In the turn.
the helper took a seatbelt off and fell out of the car and ended up hitting his head and passing away a few days later. Horrible, tragic.
Yeah, very tragic.
It did bring a lot of light to
Safety.
helpers and safety and the company's been doing in regard to that. So it sounds like it's going to get a little better.
It's unfortunate that it has to come to like a death for something like that. But safety is something a driver should always take control of and not be told from the company,
Yeah.
I always take pride in that. Like whenever I have a helper, I'm like, we spend like the first week just working on safety. Like, like walking in the back of the truck, when you exit the truck, 3 points of contact. I'll set a package on the floor, and then you grab it so that you're not walking down the steps holding a box. Like,
especially on those rainy days and this time of year,
you got to look out for dogs. If I don't tell you there's a dog here, because I'm usually pretty good, I know my route really well. If I don't tell you there's a dog here, you also need to pay attention to signs for dogs. You got to be careful for slippery walkways. Like it's incredibly important because we're all in a hurry. Obviously, you got like 200 plus stops, and you want to get done as quickly as possible so you can go home to your family. But at the same time, you don't want to hurt yourself, hurt someone else.
Definitely, yeah. And I feel like the company's really kind of lax on their training for the
they
helpers. Yeah, exactly. I basically think they just hire them, make them sign something that they'll wear their seatbelt and be safe.
As far as I know, that is exactly what it is.
Get in the car.
I think that is unacceptable. I think they need to be trained. And this whole, like, we got to treat everyone, like, equally, I get it. Like, there needs to be, like, no discretion. But if you can't lift a certain amount of weight, you probably shouldn't be doing this job. I feel like if you run out of breath really easy, or you're incredibly old and you can't, do you can't work at the pace needed to do the job, then you probably should not be doing this.
And if you're not somewhat agile, I mean, it sounds crazy, but you should be able to move well on your feet. It shouldn't be a struggle because you're going to run into issues. Sometimes you're going to trip on stuff. Sometimes you need to be able to maintain your balance.
Yeah.
You need to be, and obviously there's all those things to prevent that stuff. I.e. looking before you step, all the stuff they train us on.
Yeah, the methods.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The methods. But even with that, there's still anomalies that happen.
Oh, 100%.
Sometimes, sometimes you trip on a sprinkler head you didn't see, or on a crack in the sidewalk or whatever. I mean, you are carrying boxes at the same time, so it's not really that easy to see.
Oh, I agree.
And you're carrying them in your power zone. So I have this story, and I think I might have said it on here prior, but one year I was delivering. It's Christmas Eve, right? So I'm delivering, and I'm coming up to this company, and I have a box that's about yay big, and I have it in my power zone, like we're supposed to.
Yes.
Have it in my power zone. I'm walking to this business, and one of those parking blocks is like right in front of their door, like 10 feet from their door. They have like a little sidewalk, and then they have parking spots.
Okay.
And I can see like if I look way.
Well, so when you're holding a package here, so it actually, I believe it doubles or triples the amount of distance you can't see in front of you because the package is covering it. So you have to look at an angle. So you're only seeing like 5 or 6 feet ahead of the box.
Yeah,
so it's like
exactly.
you don't know exactly what's right here. So the gray area, and then like that area right there, you can see.
Yeah. And I'm scanning, and I got it, grasped properly, and I'm doing all the methods.
Yeah.
And I tripped over the parking block, and I went to like catch myself and broke my pinky, and there's dudes like standing in front of the business waiting for me to just watch this, and like all of them are trying not to bust up laughing.
Funny. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Come take a look at this. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
Are trying to not laugh at me because it's kind of obvious I'm not okay. Like I'm hurt.
You're hurt.
You know what I mean? And
but it's funny.
Oh, I would have laughed if I would have seen myself fall. You know what I mean? And I'm dying. My pinky's broken, and I just pick up the box, and I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to drop your box. And they're like, "Are you all right?" And I'm like,
I didn't mean to drop your box while your pinky's sticking this way.
So I went back to the truck, and I, delivered the package. Went back to the truck, and I'm like holding my pinky. I'm like, oh, this kills me, And I call it in, and they're like, "What do you think? You finished your route?"
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
My pinky's like at a 90-degree angle.
So it's weird. I've always had a strong work ethic, and I felt bad that it's Christmas Eve and someone's gonna have to come finish the route, and I did feel bad, but there was no way. I mean, my pinky.
What are you supposed to do? You
literally
broke
crooked.
your pinky.
Yeah, so not fun, but that Christmas Eve, I did get to go to my aunt's house, which I never got to do prior. Because I was always busy, so I did get to go hang out with the family.
You only had to break your pinky to get there.
And I had a little splint on.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Then every year after that, you just kept breaking shit to get off early.
Just kicking curbs on purpose. Yeah, exactly. That's basically what happened. But safety is a big thing. It always is, but at peak, it's just your mind's all over the place. So you almost have to remind yourself to be cognizant of the safety things.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, that tragic thing happened and kind of woke a lot of people up. And then we had some issues with drivers, or I shouldn't say drivers, helpers not wearing their seatbelt.
Yeah.
Being on car. We had a lot of that after the fact, and some people, got some warning letters and got in trouble.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the answer I got, like I would ask the driver, like, "Hey, dude, what happened? Why didn't the have a seatbelt on. They're out there observing you. We just had a fatality. They're like, oh, I just, I got in a hurry, man. I'm just rushing. I'm not paying attention. And, and that's why you have to like constantly remind yourself like, hey, gotta be safe for yourself and for your helper. At that point, you're working doubly hard. I know we've had issues with helpers and drivers being hit by cars, exiting the vehicle or, walking around the front, all that stuff. We've had a lot of stuff. So you just gotta pay attention. Safety is big.
Safety's huge.
And it's for us. I know that the company, pushes it or whatever, and they'll write you up. And I always tell people, like, I'm not the company. I'm not trying to write you up, but it is important. You want to go home to your family.
Yeah.
Stuff happens out there.
Yeah, no, and plus you don't want to be hurt. That shit sucks.
Well,
it sucks.
Yes, very much so. It does suck. And I know as well. I mean, had a couple injuries, not too many, but did have a couple. It's just, it's important. And then, I mean, here we are in January, what is it, January 47th already?
I don't know what's it.
Nobody knows
24th, I think.
Nobody knows the day. It's like the 8th week in January.
Yeah.
And, here we are in the new year, and the company comes back with the discipline.
I know, right? They everything in the book, man. They'll make sure your uniform is clean and pressed, and fucking make sure you're wearing your socks and.
Yep. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's always there. It's just we come at a peak where they use and abuse us. And
thank you.
Yeah.
Put your fucking socks on.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden, it's back to flavor of the months and
ridiculous.
Methods and over allowed, and it's just everything.
I know, right?
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Mind your P's and Q's out there, guys, because the company is
right now.
UPS is looking to fire people. I think I heard they're gonna offer another buyout because they didn't
That's what I heard.
enough participants.
Yeah.
And I've heard it say by managers, on calls that they're on. Obviously, I'm not privy to the calls, but I am privy to some of the information from people that I know. Their directive is, hey, we're going to offer this buyout, but we need to get rid of some people. So be careful out there. Mind your P's and Q's. Don't have any downtime where you're not doing anything. I've always said, don't be messing around out there.
Yeah.
My kids are here, so I'm not going to cuss, but
Yeah.
don't be messing around out there. You just, if you have downtime, call it in. Hey, I don't got nothing to do right now. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Let them make the decision and go from there.
Yeah.
CYA, as I say.
Yeah, discipline's real big right now. What's weird is I don't even know. We might have to cut this. I don't know yet, but we have the fleet cards, right, for gas. They don't have pumps anymore at our location.
Yeah.
So now they're telling us that we need to go to the exact location that they send us in the board. So every day they will send a destination for refueling, right? And it's not crazy enough. It's not always the same place.
So what are they looking for, better prices or what? Because they have the gas station right there.
What they're
right?
saying is that the places the states send us to, we have a contract with them to lower the rate for fuel, right?
Uh-huh.
I kind of want to call bull on that, because when you go and compare the prices, unless they're getting it on the back end, like off the card, it's going to be the same rate.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like maybe they're getting like cash back or whatever.
I think I think that's what it is. There is the rewards, right? So I don't know.
Interesting.
What are they using those rewards for? Taking little trips to Cabo?
Probably.
Right?
Carols and Cabo.
Right? She's like, I'm going to take my little 700% bonus at the end of the year and then a free trip to Cabo.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me.
Would not surprise me.
But yeah, January.
Good job, me.
January is always interesting. January, February, and even into March. Until we start getting into vacations.
The first quarter,
they need you again.
Yeah. The first quarter is interesting. They're like, oh, we know we just laid off 20,000 people, but we need you.
Yeah. We need you again. It's max vacations, guys. You know how that goes. It's just, it's the name of the game. If you worked at UPS long enough, if you worked at UPS long enough, you're you're gonna go through it every
Yeah.
January, February, ish, March.
It is a nightmare.
Yeah, it gets a little stringent on the application of the rules. I guess.
Yeah.
The rules are always there, and I get it. The company leans back on that and says, "Hey, these are always the rules." It's just they create an environment, especially during peak, where they don't care because they want stuff done faster. Because if we followed all the rules during peak, it would take a long time, take a lot longer.
Oh yeah.
You know,
That's
And
why they do that at peak.
Yeah.
They're like, mm-mm,
I didn't see anything.
I saw nothing.
Yeah, but just protect yourself. I would say follow the rules during peak. I mean, I got to the point, especially as a steward, where I honestly didn't care if they followed me, if they rode with me, because I was doing the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
I just get in that mindset. If you can put yourself in that mindset, then you don't never have to worry.
Yeah.
You really don't. And I mean, yeah, they can go out there and try to harass you or do whatever, but you know you're doing everything right.
As long as you're doing everything the way
By
you're
the book.
supposed to, they can't say anything. They can't be, hey, good job.
Yeah. I remember, like, take Orion for instance, and if you guys in YouTube and Spotify world don't know what Orion is a navigation system, and it supposedly maps out the fastest way to do your route, blah 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 blah. Right. One year I was getting followed, and I was getting harassed because I had a contentious grievance meeting prior in the morning. And then all of a sudden...
And then they followed you.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm getting observed, right? And I'm like, this is stupid.
That's
But
not suspicious at
It's
all.
funny because I was on a street with a center divider, right? And Orion kept giving me stops on
Across the
one side of the
street?
street and then on the other side of the street. So naturally, since I was being followed, I needed to follow Orion. So I went ahead and just made 100 U-turns as I hit both sides of the street.
That is amazing.
Going in order.
Just
Yeah, I made about 6 or 7 circles around this little area where I could make U-turns.
Yeah.
And it was in a residential area. I was like, whatever. I mean, but it was a bigger street in
bigger
the
street,
residential
yeah.
area with a center divider. You know what I mean? I'm not going to walk across that. I was like, that's not safe.
yeah.
And the supervisor was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, here, look at the
Following
order.
Orion.
Following Orion.
Isn't that what you want?
So, 2 can play at that game. But
I
if you
agree.
play the game, know what you're doing because
Yeah.
you don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah. That's funny.
But I'm kind of curious. I mean, we talk about our peak and, our peak season and whatnot. What you guys out there in YouTube and Spotify world, what's your Christmas season like? Maybe you can send us a message, leave us a voicemail.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be cool.
Definitely leave a voicemail. I need that number to be you.
Leave a voicemail. We do have a number, please. Leave us a voicemail. Let us know. I mean, even if you want to get on and talk about it, we're open to
If
guests.
you want to get on and talk shit, go ahead.
Yeah, you can do that too. Or tell me that I'm cute again. If you're out there,
If you're
I don't know what happened. You never put that clip on the actual show, but we did have somebody call in and I don't know, say I was cute.
No, we put it up there once.
Did you?
We put it up there once. I forgot the very first yeah.
It was funny
It was
to
funny.
me.
It was very funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to call in? Say George is cute. Gosh,
We
people
all know
call
that.
in and say George is
We
cute.
all know that's not true.
But anyways,
thank you for lying.
I'm kind of curious as to other other
How the other
areas,
crafts
like
work
other
during
crafts.
peak season.
Yeah. Do they get extra busy? Does it, is it also double the hours and,
Or let
lax
us know.
on
Let us know
safety?
if Christmas time, the holidays, is not your peak season. If a different part of the year is your peak season,
Yeah.
let us know.
Yeah, that's also true. I'm sure that some people get busier. Like, let's just say you're a flower delivery person. I mean, you'll probably be busy during Christmas, but you're probably way more busier on Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's like peak.
yeah.
And I know that,
Or Southern Wine and Spirits.
yeah, I would think they're busy like all the time.
They're probably busy all the time.
When do you not drink, or when do you drink extra? Maybe St. Patty's Day,
Ooh, I would.
Cinco de Mayo,
Damn. 4th of July.
4th of July. But that's a lot of beer. So wine and
That's
spirits. Wine and spirits.
Halloween cocktails.
Halloween cocktails.
Yeah.
Definitely some of those.
Yeah.
And probably Christmas. We got a lot of wine and
Yeah, I
Thanksgiving and
guess.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I had a lot of wine. Champagne during New
Yeah.
Year's.
New Year's. I would say probably New Year's.
New Year's is probably going to
Yeah.
be pretty busy for them.
Yeah.
But they're probably busy all the time.
Yeah. All the
You
time.
would assume.
Oh, these booths out here.
But yeah, well, I mean, we're curious. Do you have anything else, George, you want to talk about?
I really don't have anything else. No.
All right.
No.
Sucks that we didn't get somebody.
That was loud. A spaceship drive by?
I know, for real. But yeah, we are curious about what happens in your craft. Let us know if you guys want to get on, jump on the show and talk. I mean, let's do it. Obviously, it's been a couple weeks since we've had a show drop, but we're looking to get back a little more consistent. We'll see. I know next weekend I'm going to be traveling for work, so that's not going to work. But a couple weeks we'll have another show here for you guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Call the number.
Call the number. It's right here.
Leave us a message. Leave us comments. We do have Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, OCST952. And
Email us with all your questions, thoughts, concerns at oCST.000@gmail.com. Just hit us up.
yeah, we'll see you next week.
See
or
Next week. Maybe question mark.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Bye.